Alright, I'm back. I'm back for more. Here's the thing, people. Here's the thing. Here's some of the things I really want to do. Number one, I want to get a camper. I want to go, preferably an Airstream camper, but I know I can't really afford that. But I'm just saying, if you really want to live your dream. I want to take the kids on a total live in a camper, possibly for 6 months, possibly for a year, whatever type of experience, where you drive all over the country and do every badass thing you could want to do. Who doesn't want to do that? Now, this will be morbid, but I was just talking to somebody because obviously lately I've been thinking a lot about sudden death and what you would do. And I was saying how, like, well, if Mr. F died, to turn it into a fulfillment of a dream, what would I do? I mean, like, obviously I would not continue to live here. I don't have anybody here or anything. And I don't have anywhere to go. I would have to, like, go back and live with my grandmother or something, which could be really hilarious and possibly would make the most exciting reality TV show ever to hit the airwaves. That would be really funny. But I'm like, then I was like, this is how I got to the camper thing. Then I was like, you know what I'd really like to do? Like, I would just load up the kids, I'd put everything in storage, we'd get a camper, and we would go on a year-long grief adventure. Where, because I figured if we stayed in our house, you know, you'd be constantly reminded and, you know, totally grief-stricken, or if you went somewhere else and you didn't have any kind of anything. But if you're on your road trip, you're on a trip, and it's a totally different, of course, you know, he's not there, but he wouldn't have been there, you know, you're on this different thing. Plus, it would allow me to go all over the country and find if there was a place that I would like to live. Alright, so that's what got me thinking about it. And then I was like, hey, why do I have to wait till he dies? What if he doesn't? Just kidding. What? Okay. Mr. F's cool with this, by the way. He's down. He knows all about this whole thing. It's no surprise to him. The other thing I would potentially do is load up the kids and then, like, rent a villa in Italy or something. For Charlotte, cut it out. You're the naughtiest, naughty in the world. Hold on. Okay. So the other thing I was thinking of potentially doing is renting a villa, right? So that made me think. Those are obviously things I desperately want to do. Why do I have to wait until, you know, untimely weirdness? Okay, here you go. I don't know what's going on with them, but I'm going to ignore them for a little bit longer. Alright, so this goes... Now, I also had this idea about getting a camper, and if I was homeschooling a kid, doing a whole year, or... not a year, like, we'd have a camper and we'd go out and go away for a week and then come back, and Mr. F would be at work during the week anyway, you know, whatever. Now, some people's marriages couldn't take this. I get that. And some people's can. And I have to say, some people would be like, no, you may not do that. Mr. F isn't that style. He said he would miss us, but he also supports the fact that it's an adventure and it would be fun. And really, at the end of the day, you get to, you know, there's only so many times in your life you get to do something like that. So, as crazy as it is, it's something I would really like to do. So I was like, well, if Mr. F ever got fired, let's say that would be the perfect time to do it, right? Then we could all do it together and he'd be fired, you know, so we, I don't know who fantasizes about that, but I do. It's a little bit better than pretending he's dead, right? So at least he gets to live for this one. If he lost his job suddenly, we would sell the home, put everything that we really thought we needed in storage, buy a camper, and go for a year, during which he would be applying for jobs. It's just water. I gave that to her. So she can't ruin anything, but thanks for letting me know. Alright. Those are my ideas. I'm not too long. So now I'm trying to implement, how can I, if those are the things I really want to do, what is it about those things that are so great? Is it not having a spouse? Or not having a job, or is it the adventure, or is it the fact that part of me thinks that a camper would be great because you have really limited stuff, and I kind of wish I could live. You're cleaning? Awesome. Here, take this one. Okay. Is she spraying the couch? Holy crap. Oh, God. No, no. Lord, that wasn't a good idea. You were right, Ruby. You were right. I didn't think she was going to spray the couch with it. She's already ruined one arm of the couch by spraying it. Okay. She always keeps me on my toes. Okay, partly I think a camper is great because I think if you're a hoarder, here's the thing, it's like my whole vacation mentality. I like to be in the hotel room because I can, I've got my weird hotel rules and I'm like crazily anal and organized and I really enjoy it. So I feel like I could do that in a camper. Tons of little spaces and you really only take exactly what you need. The problem is, and one reason it would be good if Mr. F wasn't there, is he can't follow those rules. And it can make for some extreme marital tension. I mean, he would have to just so we were like, well, maybe I would do this, and he would just fly into wherever we were on the weekends, and just bring a bag, and then take it all back with him. Yeah. I don't know why, but being with my kids alone with no help doesn't really scare me. It scares me a lot less than having to deal with Mr. F and his ADD issues and hoarding problems in a small space. So, it's like this. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see. But I'm thinking about it, people. I'm seriously thinking about it. I just don't feel like living my life like this. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, Mrs. F, you're lucky that you have the choice. Word, I totally get that. So, completely getting and honoring that, and thinking if you have the choice and you have the way to do it, or you have a marriage that would even allow you to do something really crazy and adventurous like that, and if it's horrible, if there's no commitment, you just go back. That's why I want to try it incrementally. I want to try it with weekends, then I want to try it for like a month in the summer, and then, work my way up. Because it would be ideal if baby was sleeping through the night before I did. Let's say that. I just want to be a gypsy, dude. I just want to have a crazy old, VW bus thing, camper, and drive all over the country. Who doesn't want to do that? Some other crazy old fantasies of mine are being like a single mom. They all start that way. Living in a weird trailer park. Why not do it? It'd be so much cheaper than this. I mean, not the single mom part, but you know what I'm saying. The trailer park. I don't know what to tell you about those weird things. It's not normal people's fantasies, I know that. But I always think of myself as like wearing a cute vintage dress, hanging out my clothes on the clothesline, talking to Fred, my neighbor. You could see it. I think I watched too many weird movies like that when I was a kid. Shaped my idea of adulthood. So, those are some ideas. The other thing from that is the realization that I just don't want all the clutter and chaos. There's a lot of crap. I might just have to start throwing it out again. It's overwhelming, but I'm going to try to do it. And so, today I failed, but tomorrow I might not. And what I'm going to really try to do, because I do have the time, since baby doesn't nap and kid is at school, I'm going to try to do an hour a day of cleaning or organizing. You know what I'm saying? One or the other. And maybe in 15-minute increments, maybe not. I'm not sure I have to, go that low. And that's pretty much what I'm going to try to do, because some people don't live like this. Some people, when all the Go-Gurts are gone, take the freaking Go-Gurt box out of the fridge. And some people leave it in there. And now you know what kind of people we are. Alright, more on this, I am sure. Trickety check.